vulnerable, being open. What is vulnerability? Why being vulnerable is so important? Welcome back to you all in my channel. As humans, we can develop a deep shame from childhood experiences when our basic needs for love and affection were not met due to various reasons. And as adults, it becomes difficult for us to be open, expressive, and be vulnerable to our partner, among our friends. Being vulnerable means allowing oneself to be open, to be accepted, or be exposed. It involves being honest, authentic about one's feelings, thoughts, and experiences, even if it means risking rejection or judgment from others. Vulnerability is seen as key ingredient of close and lasting relationship. Yet, when it comes to opening up, we all struggle. We seek intimacy and connection, yet often we are afraid of being truly exposed. As humans, we are hardwired for a connection with others, and science has already confirmed being intimate, being open, being vulnerable has multiple mental and physical health benefits like longer life expectancy, healthier habits, lessened stress effects, and sense of meaning in life. Vulnerability often nurtures deeper connection and empathy with others, as it allows for genuine communication and understanding. Despite our needs and desires towards intimacy, we often resist to be open in relationship due to many reasons. Now, why people avoid to be open, avoid to be vulnerable? Fear of rejection. People worry that if I open up or show my true nature, people might reject or they might criticize. This kind of feelings leads to shame and unworthiness. Past experiences. Previous experience of being vulnerable, being open, has led people to become guarded and hesitant because they have been hurt in the past. Social conditioning. Society often values strength and self-sufficiency, leading individuals to believe that vulnerability is a sign of weakness. As a result, they may suppress their true emotion because they take as a weakness. Self-protection. Some people don't expose themselves. It's a defense mechanism to protect themselves from getting hurt emotionally. By keeping their guard up, they believe that they can pretend pain or harm or any kind of disappointment. Control. So some people may struggle with the loss of the control and prefer to be guarded to protect themselves and prefer to maintain the sense of power by keeping their emotion and vulnerabilities hidden. Overall, not wanting to be open arises from a desire to protect oneself from harm, any pain and discomfort. However, embracing vulnerability can lead to deeper connection, personal growth, and emotional resilience in a long run. Being open, being vulnerable in relationships means choosing openly to disclose your feelings and bravely say, I love you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. Expressing our emotion as we feel, although we are unsure how other person will respond. Being willing to accept the potential for any negative consequences. Despite the risk, vulnerability in relationship is the driving force of connection and intimacy. We also need to understand what vulnerability is not, so that we don't get exploited or people won't take advantage of our honesty and start taking them as a weakness. Oversharing might indicate a lack of boundaries rather than being open. Hence, there is a thin line between being open and oversharing. It increases the chance of having our needs met. If we dare to ask what we truly want, we might actually get it. But if you never ask, the answer is surely no. It improves our sense of authenticity and worthiness. When we start advocating for our needs, we start feeling better about ourselves. And it sends an important message that my needs matter, and so do I. It builds trust in relationship. When we show the softer side of us to our partner, to our spouse, and they accept us, our faith in them increases, helps to pick a healthy relationship. Opening up to a partner is a true testament to the strength of relationship. How your partner will receive the real you is important test in the relationship. If they know they are willing to learn how to be there for you in the time you really need it, the relationship will thrive. Allowing our partners, friends, relation to see the deepest desires and the fear can lead to feeling truly understood and loved. And a relationship of that quality has the potential for lifetime happiness, facilitates change and growth. Vulnerability is the birthplace of creativity, innovation, and change. If we want a lasting relationship, we need to be ready to grow and change together, evolve together. Relationship endurance will depend on the ability to adapt it together. Vulnerability in relationship is also about expressing negative emotion and objections. Sharing how you are truly influencing each other is the essence of vulnerability. Running away from conflicts won't help re-establishment intimacy after being hurt. In any long-term relationship, there will be times when you hurt each other. However, recovering after an event like that can be accelerated through vulnerability. When we can see someone is truly sorry for what they have done and acknowledge how they hurt us, we can begin to trust again. Therefore, being vulnerable helps you to see the honesty and the goodness in our intention. We can only receive support and comfort if we open up to our partner about what we are going through. It lets you be truly loved. If you always put a mask around others, you will always get what you don't need. If you want to feel truly accepted and be truly recognized, you need to expose the inner parts of you to that possibility. If you always put up a strong should, you will never know you can be loved enough though when you feel weak. It increases intimacy. There can be no emotional intimacy, spiritual intimacy, physical intimacy without being vulnerable. A lasting relationship is the one where we feel intimate and united, and the path to it is through vulnerability. Stronger empathy. The more we know someone's deepest thought, fears, and desires, the more we can understand their perspective and empathize with what they are going through. Since empathy is a significant factor for satisfaction in long-term relationship, we can say that the more vulnerability there is, the more empathy there is, and therefore higher satisfaction with the relationship. If you are wondering how to be more open, how to be more vulnerable in a relationship and not sure where to start, there are steps that can help in your journey. Ease into it. Start by doing what you can, not by what you can't. Understanding why do we need emotional walls. As children, we learn by observing. What are the key messages you received about being open as a child and a young adult? What are the reasons you feel you need to avoid being vulnerable in a relationship? Knowing where the fears are, from where it comes, can help to resolve them. Journaling, meditating, or opting in for a therapy to increase the understanding of your true emotion. Sharing your struggles while you are learning to be more open. Talk to your partner about the struggles with vulnerability, why you can't be open, what are the fears. This will increase their patience and empathy for you. And this is the path to granting them into your small inner world. Express your emotions and needs more. Be honest about your opinions, about your wants, your needs, desires, emotion. People respond compassionately to gestures of vulnerability. Seek help. The more you ask for help, the more support you can receive. And this will prompt you to ask and share more. Also, it becomes easier to express worries, insecurities with your loved ones and build more intimate connections. If you are struggling, there is always professional help. A psychologist can help to uncover the root of your fears. Intimacy is only possible if we are willing to risk to be open and vulnerable. Many of us have deep, often subconscious fears regarding being vulnerable in the relationship. If you are wondering about how to express vulnerability, you don't have to know all the answers. It's important to take just one step at a time. No one got better over something overnight. So be kind to yourself and be open and honest with your own struggles. When we show vulnerability, we create a safe space to others to do the same. This allows them to express true self of them and encourage a deeper connection and understanding. Don't be afraid to be open and let others see who truly you are. In summary, in a world of often plagued by fear of judgment and rejection, embracing vulnerability emerges as a powerful antidote. By practicing authenticity, open communication, and empathy, we create spaces where genuine connections thrive. the benefit ripples outwards. It fosters stronger relationship and deeper understanding and a more compassionate society. Let's embrace vulnerability as a catalyst for personal growth, collective healing, and a positive change. This was all about vulnerability in relationship. If you have any questions, do not forget to put down in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe and like my channel for more motivational self-development and self-empowering videos. I look forward to see you on next video.